Hey guys, Redder91007 here. Something a lot of you guys have been excited for. I got one of the KM Beasts today. This video is basically just going to be showing you guys what they look like, what comes with it, and all that stuff to see who's actually interested. I'm going to compare it to my KM Amer. I'm actually selling my Amer in 2 days. That was my first KM. But it's a good comparison to it. I'm just going to go through everything starting with the hose actually. Now, initially I thought it would come with a KM hose, however it comes with a different Egyptian hose, one I've never really seen before. Here's the handle on it. Now my camera's not very good, it's really hard to see. I'm going to take some pictures with my phone that'll be much better quality. But it has this very nice blue and black. This just so happens to be the blue one, if you can make out the color on that. The length of it isn't bad. The length of it next to a fancy hose, I'm just going to compare that for you guys. It is significantly longer than a fancy hose, but fancy hoses are fairly short. So here is where the fancy hose ends. Here's the end of this hose. Okay, so it's decently longer. The draw on it is a little bit more restricted than a fancy hose or something open like that. However, it's fairly nice. I think it'd be a good hose. I've never smoked out of it. I just got this right now. The bowls I've been getting, I can get pretty much any kind of Egyptian bowl. This is just the one I picked out for this. Very standard, glazed, very nice, fairly shallow. This is an ideal Egyptian bowl in my opinion. Again, I thought I was getting KM trays. No, I guess that's why these are going a little bit cheaper, but it's just a very stock, standard tray. Kind of flimsy in my opinion. This doesn't look great. Very light, but whatever. Look, it's a tray. I'm not going to dwell on that. I wouldn't really care. Getting on to the base. This is usually a lot of the cams I see online come with jumbos. This is actually a mini Egyptian base. So you guys can see here. This reminds me a lot of the Pharaoni base. Getting closer, you can see some of the detailing on it. It is fairly nice actually, and it's fairly stable. It's very, very stable actually. This one in particular, I mean, each one's going to be different, right? But here you go again. I think it's very, very nice. This one has some blue. I mean, there's some imperfections on it, obviously. Like some paint just scraped a little bit, but it's really not the end of the world. The opening is much smaller, and it's quite teeny. Hang on a sec, I should have prepared this beforehand. But size-wise, this is my base for my Amer, also a KM base. Here's the size difference of the two. Side by side, so you can see. So it is significantly smaller. Going on to the most important thing, the stem. Now, I was very impressed with this stem. Everything else kind of threw me off. You guys already might have been like, that tray, that hose, but this, she is beautiful. Honestly, it's completely brass with a copper down stem. I verified this with the owners of the store. It was ordered directly from KM. I have the KM boxes. So they deal straight with Egypt, and they have a ton of them right now. So they're looking to get rid of some. Let me show you some details on it. So it has the nut on the bottom, as you can see. The gauge on it, honestly, it's a little bit smaller than my Amer. I'll show you. Side by side, here's the base of Beast, along with the top of the Amer. It's hard to see with the angles, but it is smaller, definitely smaller. I don't know what that means. I haven't smoked out of this yet. I mean, I'm assuming that would make it a little bit more restricted, but I don't really know. I don't know what most of the Beasts are like, but this is definitely a KM Beast, so there's no doubt about it. Down to here, you can see the detailing along it. It has the straight purge style with a massive hose port, quite large. The detailing's fairly nice. The welds on this one in particular are fairly nice. You can see in here they're a little bit shoddy, but they're covered up fairly well actually. Better than on my Amer. And here you can see some more welding, but this is KM for you. I picked out a fairly nice one. They're all similar quality to this. The tray rest, you got the lotus flowers, and yeah. So I mean, looking at it fully, there she is. One more thing I'm just gonna grab. Tape measure. in inches for you Americans. Okay, so from top of the stem to the bottom of the stem is roughly, as you can see, just over 15 inches, 15.5 inches for the stem alone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in the base right now because the grommet's dry, but I'll try and jam it in here. Yeah, if I just really need to wet this this grommet. It's really not in well. Let me just show you what it looks like together. So there it is. Okay, it's not in at all whatsoever. But taking off, let's say, an inch because of the grommet not being in. Measuring this, about 19 inches top to bottom, with the grommet not being in, so 18 to 18.5 inches. I can give you guys an exact measurement if you want. One thing I noticed about this compared to my Amer, it's about half the size, and it is at least twice as heavy, if not more. The Amer is a great pipe. This one, though, it's so solid. This is definitely the most solid cam I've ever held, touched, anywhere near that. Even more solid than the Tri-Metal Hell Zone. It's just a really nice piece. Anyway, that's pretty much all I really wanted to show you guys. I will be uploading some pictures with this as well. Because this one I bought just on its own, I'm probably going to be asking about $105 plus shipping for everything you guys saw right now. So that is the stem, the tray, the bowl, the hose, and all the grommets. The guy unfortunately forgot to throw in tongs, but they were just really cheap ones anyway. If you guys really need an extra pair of tongs, I'll go run down there and grab a set. Unfortunately, I'll figure that out. So yeah, I'm going to upload some pictures. Hopefully, if there's interest in this one that you guys see right now, I will be going in and picking up some more. And yeah, we'll go from there. So shoot me some PMs, hit me up on the forums, whatever you guys want if you're interested. It's the KM Beast. Thanks.